Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Vladimiro Feliz, and it's an honor to be here today to moderate our talk. We will be exploring the vital connections between people and the planet, the impact of science and technology on our quality of life, and how innovative solutions can lead us toward a more sustainable future. I look forward to diving into these important themes with you all. Now let me take a moment to share some insights about CEiiA, the organization that brought us all together to this talk. CEiiA is an engineering and product development center specializing in innovative solutions for a more sustainable society. Our approach to product development focuses on meeting real society needs by adopting a service-centric perspective. We design and develop products using a cyber-physical approach, integrating embedded technology for seamless interactions with the environment, users, and digital service platforms. Building our partnership with the medical field, which started with the development of the antenna ventilator in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, we envision creating a digital twin for citizens. This digital identity would enable access to a wide range of services, devices, and infrastructures through this new identity as if it were an avatar. This is the journey we are undertaking in our business unit for life, represented here by Liliana Mendonça. Liliana Mendonça is a medical doctor and researcher at CEiiA in the field of developing biometric systems to enhance performance and improve quality of life. For this talk, we invited João Guedes, a preeminent figure in Portuguese surfing, national champion and representative in international competitions. He has made surfing his lifestyle, and in recent years, his focus and ambition have been on conquering big waves. To talk about big wave tracking, we invited Pedro Almeida, an oceanographer and leader of the coastal risk team at COLAB Plus Atlantic, with a focus on forecasting extreme events and the impact of climate change. So, we are ready to start our talk. João, starting with you.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
How do you think that technology and innovation could help you in get a better performance on big waves?
I think as a professional surfer and as a sportist, I think all these tools could help a lot anyone to improve the skills and to know better each other, and ourselves, and that can help us to know what to do to have the best performance, not only in competitions or before a big swell, or how to get ready for any extreme situation, but also in our normal life, in our days.
Daily life, yeah.
Yeah.
Liliana, hello?
Hello.
How can we help João to have a better performance using innovative approaches that we are developing in our For Life unit and to help him to be a better big wave surfer?
Thank you, Vladimir. So, good afternoon. So, first of all, I'd like to thank you, the organization, for this great initiative. And it's an honor to representing here CEiiA. So, let me give you some context first. So, at For Life at CEiiA, this is the new project. Our mission is to create biometric systems that can integrate and monitor your clinical data, your molecular and your genomic data. So integrate this all in order to give you the capacity to take decisions, to improve your performance, but also respecting your quality of life and your lifespan, okay? So we don't want to do a performance at any cost. So we wanted to integrate all these data so that you can that you at any time see how you are going and to change that performance in order to enhance it, okay? Respecting your quality of life so that you can have a healthier life and a health-span life. So you asked me, but what are you talking about? What's that? So let me give you an example. So, for example, we have in the market wearables like the Apple Watch, like the Youp bracelet. Those kind of devices, they can read your cardiac frequency. They can give you the variability. They can sense also the temperature, the movement. With that kind of measures, they give you informations like the recovery, the resilience, if you are ready or not for the sport. What we want in For Life, we aim to take more metrics, okay? We want to explore other metrics to determine metrics like biochemical metrics, for example, glucose and cortisol. We can measure this in the minimal invasive way. Okay, there are forms to do this, and we want to integrate all these aspects in order to give you a kind of signature of what you are. Okay, so this is what you are, and you want to go that way to better performance. Okay.
For you, there are the key metrics to define a digital twin of João on the sea, yeah?
So in the particular case of the surf is quite particular one because we are talking about two settings. You have the training and the competition. It's quite different, and also the monetization is quite different because in the training is like an athlete. You can monetize like Cristiano Ronaldo monetizes the training. And that's something that in the professional surf it is starting, but I believe it is not you're not so used to do that. And that's For Life can enter in that area, okay? So you can use these devices and other things to monitorize these physiological characteristics, these metrics, okay? And improve it. But when we are talking about the competition, it's quite different because it is difficult to assess these metrics when you are surfing a big wave. You know? The wipeouts are drastic. You know? You spend lots of time under the water. You have this pressure of the water. You don't know when you come out. You can die. So also the devices have to be very resistant. So it's very different to monitorize during the training and during the competition. So we are starting this project. So our focus is the general public. Of course, there are particular ones, the surface, and for the surface, maybe you will need a different device, like a vest, I don't know, so something very resistant, okay? But this is a challenge to do this. But in the main metrics, as you were asking, especially the heart rate, the variability of the heart rate, you know that the greater the variability means that you have a greater resilience, a greater capacity to adapt. There are another one that is called the VO2 max. This is the oxygen that you use during an intense exercise. And we know that the greater it is, the greater strength you have. And there are other ones. So, for example, the glucose, it is the fuel of your body, okay? The cortisol, it is the hormone of the stress, fight or fly, so it is very interesting. We can monitorize, for example, by sweat analysis. There are devices that can do that. Of course, in the surf, it is quite a challenge because you are always wet. That's another step. But these are mainly I believe the key metrics to incorporate and to give you a picture of what the surfer is right now and what we want to go in the future.
Can you provide an example of someone who used these technologies to improve their sport performance?
So you already know Cristiano Ronaldo, okay? But in the surf, there are also also uses the hoop bracelet, the John Florence, okay? So he started using, I don't know, years ago, and he had this knee lesion, bad one, and then that was when this is if you go to the website, he gives his testimonial. He says that the hoop bracelet helped him to realize what is the active recovering. So he was not doing that, and then he started to give him the notion, okay, what was happening. Before that, he didn't have any notion of anything, and then he started to pay attention and to do something about that, and now you know that he's number one, okay? He's in the top one of the world, the WS League, so something must be happening, and also not only in this field, but also, as Pedro will talk about, in the wave tracking. That's
João, do you believe that gaining a deeper understanding of yourself as a person, as a surfer, can enhance your performance in various areas of your life? Not only on the sport, but all around?
Yes, of course, yes. I think in the sport, the most important machine you have is your body. So better you know your body and yourself, I think better is going to be your performance. So with these technologies, you can know yourself much better. And with that, you know how you work and what you can do to get the best performance you can have, because all of us are different, and so what can work for me, probably doesn't work for you. So with this, you can know how you work and what you can do to be better.
So you see, it will be good for you if you know your own digital twin, to explore it and to train it in the virtual world to develop a better João in the future, yeah?
Yes, of course. Not only in surf, but in your life, and yes.
And Liliana, how do you see us using these technologies in our daily life in cities, like in mobility or other services that we deal in our daily life?
okay. So this might be a component of your digital identity. So because these are aspects that are in the devices, okay. So this will give you the biological identity, what we want to explore the metrics and the correlations that are better for each scenario, that can enhance the performance in each scenario. So your professional performance, your social, your familiar performance. And also we want to determine which ones are unique, the ones that characterize you, that says that's you, that's your signature. So knowing this biological signature, this can interact, of course, with the other digital twin, okay? So the mobility, so in order to, you know that what is sustainable or not. So if you know that you are not okay to pick your car to drive, so you're not feeling well, but okay, so yeah, so it is telling me this I'm not okay, so I'm not driving my car, I will rest. So this is so to make to help you in your daily life, also to make you relax. So we don't want you to always looking to the data, okay? So it's to relax, it's to give you some freedom, but to make you comfortable and more secure, and also get you some sustainable in all your movements around the city. So you're not okay, so I will taking the bus. Okay? So this is my digital twin. So I have all this synchronized. Let's go to take a bus. Let's call an Uber. So everything might be connected. So in order to make you more secure and to relax, okay, it's like that.
Yeah, but I could also use that information, that biodata, to interact with devices, with systems, with surfaces, to customize my experience.
Exactly.
It could
Exactly.
be used
That's
also
it
to
could
do-
be an opportunity. Yes, and that also. So if you have an authentic experience, you will feel more secure. You will feel like it's your case. It's your digital twin, and so and you have a better quality of life. That's our goal. Is our quality of life, and that's how you also improve your lifespan. You have to in a healthy quality of life. That's our main focus.
Thank you. Pedro, now talking about the waves in the real world, how is your team, together with CEiiA and other entities, bringing science and technology to sport, particularly in the predictive component, for example, by digitizing the oceans, using space and ocean technology?
Good morning. Thanks a lot for the invitation to be here. And also congratulations for the organization of this event, because it's really important to have together surfers, industry, academia, if it's possible, and society together, because this is, I believe that surf and the water sports are part of the blue economy, so it's actually important to start to pay attention to this. COLAB Plus Atlantic, just to give a little bit of context, is not an academical laboratory. It's a laboratory that does applied science. So basically, we work together with universities to get the information, the knowledge, but we work also with companies to apply this knowledge in the practical way. And as well, we work together with society, as municipalities and other entities, to bring value to the blue economy. The Nazaré experiment, or the Nazaré project, which is called Big Wave Tracker, as you can see in this slide, it's a project that contains all this nature of COLAB Plus Atlantic, which is we got together with the municipality, we got together with the professional surfers, WSL in the beginning, and we together identify what were the challenge regarding the wave measurements at this site. There was some issues related to the decisions about who got the biggest wave record, and this is every year takes place. And so we decided then to advance with an approach where the basic difference from what has been done is that we take an objective wave to measure the wave. And essentially we got into the team the best people in science that works with this type of technology. And so we started the project, and essentially this project contains a technology that is known in science, is using what we call stereo video. We only use 2 cameras, so it's actually, you might think this is very complicated, but we only use 2 single cameras. The difference is that we synchronize the image of these 2 cameras. We then also process and analyze the data from these cameras and get an information, as you see in this animation, which is the reconstruction of the elevation of the sea on that region, which is in this case is focused on the spots where the wave break at Nazaré. And from this information we can see, so you see the colors, they are different in space and time, and the red colors means higher wave heights, the blue colors means the base or the bottom of the waves. And from this we can understand many things. We can look at where are the spots where the biggest waves break, and we can also look at parameters as simple as the wave height. So if we extract a slice of information from this information, we get what you see in this bottom here, which is behind João, which is the wave profile. And the wave profile is essentially a section of the wave where you can identify in a very simple way. We don't need to be, there is no subjectiveness on this. We just identify where is the crest, where is the bottom. And this is a very, let's say, simplified or standard way to apply it in any wave, anywhere in the world. We can use the same approach and have the same method to say this wave was 20 meters, this wave was 25, whatever. Basically now we developed a prototype at Nazaré, and we are demonstrating it, to showing it, and to try to make it useful. We don't want it to just have a nice plot and a nice project and then end up without a continuation. I think this has a room to continue. As well, we are trying to get together other initiatives that can help the activity of extreme waves. We know by spending time at Nazaré, we understand that it's really important for the safety of the surfers to also have the information offshore and in real time, so understand what waves are approaching the coast during a big wave session. So we are trying to bring external invited academics from Norway to test their equipment this winter together with us. As well, we are collaborating with companies as a company called Hanet, which uses a drone that measures in a single point with the radar the waves. So we are basically collaborating with them so that we can bring technology and information to support these activities and make all this information useful. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, as you say, Nazaré offers unique sea conditions to surf and to study the ocean. How do you think ocean scanning technology could help the different stakeholders of the event, surfers, rescue teams, the public also, on all that environment?
There are a lot of potential applications, but it's still a gray area. We of course, I think there is a potential of the useful of this information to help in a championship, to get information from the waves, to understand, to get some statistics of waves for each surfer. That's possible. There is also an importance of this information for science, because Nazaré, as many other places in the coast of Portugal, it's very difficult to have this type of observations and to understand how these extreme waves are changing over time, if they are becoming more frequent, more intense or not. As well, the literacy, so we can show to people how the wave of Nazaré behaves and give the potential, the opportunity to them to also understand it in a different way. As well for public in general and society in general, to or for safety. Safety is actually a really important action, because as you might know, when there is a big surf session, there is a lot of activity of jet skis, surfers in the water, and the waves don't stop. So the waves keep going, and it's really important to have a lot of information about what's happening to this side. It's a real-time decision that the safety teams have to take. So I think any additional observations, information is really useful for all these activities.
And it's really important for the public also to have an interaction with the event, not only with the sea conditions, but also on the performance of the surfers. Yeah.
That's as well.
Yeah, as well. And considering the seasonal and demanding characteristics of Nazaré event, how do you think technology-based forecasting can enhance the preparation and operations of the big waves at Nazaré event?
I consider the Nazaré the Formula One of surfing. Is where you can see in the surf world the biggest evolution of all the technologies, and not only the technologies but the materials too. Like the jet skis are always changing the surfboards, the shapes of the surfboards, all is changing, and the surfers are searching hardly to be the best guy out there. And for that, they are trying to cross all those improves, not only the materials, but these technologies too, to have the best performance. Nowadays, you can see the guys going out there with a huge team behind, not only the mechanics or the shapers, but also the pilots, guys like Pedro who are there to measure the biggest waves, and the personal trainers, everyone with the eyes on them to studying to study the surfer and to see what they can do to help him to get the biggest wave and to beat the world record. It's crazy. Like last swell, the big swell, I was in the water and I was working for Sebastian, and he was in connection with guys who were measured the swell, and they were telling to the pilot each wave it's going to be the biggest one of that day, and that shows like how hard and how important it is to a surfer to have all these informations, and how hard they work to get there, and how important it is
To be prepared.
to be
to
prepared
prepare
and
everything,
in all
with everything.
yeah, exactly, in everything. Exactly, not only the material but themselves and
Best
the
shape.
team and the Nazaré. I think it makes the surf start to being a team sport. Before it was an individual
Okay.
sport, and now it's like a team sport, and that makes all the difference.
Liliana, in a so extreme environment, it's the perfect place to get information from the surfers, to create a profile of the extreme athlete, and to work on that data, to develop biodata to several fields of investigation. Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite hard. Yeah, it's what I was saying. So, in the surf in general, it is you still don't see that. It's in the beginning. So we see that in all the other sports. The more in the out streets, the football. So in surfing is starting. So in this particular case, the big waves is a challenge because it depends all in what he's saying, the material. So and probably it will pass by a wetsuit, by a vest, something like that. So and of course it is very interesting to know what is happening when he's surfing a big wave, what is happening to his heart rate, his variability, what is happening to his oxygen, to his breathing pattern, okay? What is happening to his speed as he gets to take the wave. So, and these are the things that we can optimize, okay? So, but this depends a lot in the materials that we will use to know this data. So this is starting. This is, but also this is a moment, okay? So we must not only focus on the moment of the big wave. We have to prepare, as we are saying, the training, okay? So in the training, we mustn't forget life is simple, okay? We mustn't forget the 4 pillars of life. It is simple as that: nutrition, sleep, physical exercise, okay, and your mental and social fitness, okay. So, and life is really simple because nutrition is well documented that our Mediterranean style, okay, of nutrition is the best one. Of course, in the professional athletes, we have to complement with other regimens, but the basis is the Mediterranean style, okay? The sleep is very important. So not only the quantity of the sleep, but the quality of sleep. We must respect our circadian rhythms, okay? Not the social ones. That's very important. How do you breathe? The temperature of your body. This is all important for the sleep. And we know that the sleep, not only you recover your energy, you improved your performance while you are sleeping. These are studies about that. That's why you say it. That is not. It is that you take a good night sleeping on that. Okay, that's really true. You actually improve your performance during the sleep. You're producing enough many molecules, so you are rebooting your system. Okay, then you have lastly but not the least the mental health. Okay. So, and it is very important to have moments with you. It can be by your spiritual practices, it can be by yoga, it can be by mindfulness, whatever you want. You have to reinforce that performance, also mental performance, and the social one, okay? The family, the social relationships. So we don't live alone, we live in communities. We have to live in community, not on the phones, okay? That's not our community. We have to feel embraced, okay? So all this contributes to our overall performance. So in this, ultimately, will improve the professional performance, in this case, the surfing. So in this will translate into the well-being, quality of life, and a life spent with health, okay? This is simple, okay? We mustn't forget this comes with the training. So during the training, this is what is happening. Yes, what is happening in these metrics so these metrics interfere in these all scenarios and all spheres of the life. So, and it is what we want to do. We want to analyze what is happening, objective. So make it in numbers. Okay, is a simple way to say it. Make it in numbers and then translate to you. Okay, so because something that's in your actual variables we have, it is lots of information, lots that you don't, okay, so what is this? What I do with this?
You need to give value to the information.
Yes, so another thing that we want to do, we want to make it tangible to you, this information, simple, okay? So that you can relax, okay? So this is your data, this is your biological identity that will connect with your other digital identity, your mobility identity, or sustainable identity. But you have to relax, like Rita was saying, and was showing in the video, disconnect, okay? So we know today that these devices have noxious effects, especially in children, okay? So we have to use it with brains, okay? Not be dependent on that, okay?
Okay, thank you. I think we have a great talk here. I don't know if you have any questions to our speakers. They are available. Yeah. Wait a little.